What you're seeing is Olson Solar Energy working in the sun to make the sun work for you. What you can't see are the lower or no energy bills, selling extra energy back to your electric company, and the increase in property value without an increase in property taxes. The sun works for homes and businesses. The only thing you need is Olson Solar working in the sun to make the sun work for you. Now booking installations for 2023. Call Olson Solar Energy today.
From the moments that shape our lives to those that shape our days, broadcasters are there, delivering the most trusted news that keeps you informed when it matters. We are your neighbors, a trusted voice, a lifeline. We are broadcasters. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Straight ahead, another deadly weekend. We'll have the details on 2 snowmobile deaths in the Northwoods. Plus, more than 1,000 signatures. We'll learn more about an effort to block a Wausau school closure plan. And a local food insecurity nonprofit is halfway to their fundraising goal. We'll have the details on that as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan and Jeff Weller.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 5. I'm Dan Hagan. We'll get to all of those stories in just a little bit, but first let's take a look at the weather forecast. Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski is standing by in Rhinelander, while Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller is here in the studio. Jeff, a day of slow but steady snowfall.
Yeah, hey Dan, the snow is still out there right now. It's winding down though, a widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall across the area, but a couple spots like Woodruff reporting closer to 6 inches right now. Here we are in Park Falls. The roads are snow covered across the entire area now, and it's very slippery across the region as well. But the back edge is right here across parts of western Wisconsin. That is all moving this way. So notice though, there's a couple darker blues in here still. There are a few bands of moderate snow out there and occasionally heavy snow. They're going to rotate through this evening before it's all said and done. But again, a widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall, especially north of Highway 29, with lesser amounts across central Wisconsin, where there was some freezing rain earlier today. Okay, visibility is down, of course, but the cloud deck is lowering, and it is kind of pushing off to the east of us tonight. So overall, another 1 to 2 hours of this, which you see out there now, as it all kind of slides that way. And then we're in for a very nice day tomorrow. Temperatures are cold. We're at 32 in Tomahawk, 28 for Rhinelander. After highs today briefly touching freezing, have fallen back now across much of the area. So our forecast then tonight, though, is snow ending a bit breezy out there, blowing and drifting snow with low temperatures down near 22. Your full forecast is coming up, Dan.
Thanks, Jeff. After a dry start to the month, a lot of snow has fallen in the last week or so of February. Let's head now to the Oneida County Highway Department, where workers have had a busy day. Our meteorologist, Conrad Sapinski, is standing by there. Conrad, what do you see out there?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? I am here at the Dome. That has some snow, and of course that's going to be used up the next 24 hours. We do have some snowplows that are lined up and ready to go, so they're just waiting for the dozer to come in and load them up with all of this salt, as they have been using it the last 12 hours. Right now, though, we do have some snow showers in the area. Not quite moderate snow, but definitely close to moderate, as it has been picking up the last 30 minutes. Temperatures are slightly below freezing, so of course it is all starting to stick. We do have some breezy conditions out here, though, but as this snow is much thicker and more wetter, it's not really blowing around like that snow we had several days ago. Reporting to you live from Rhinelander, I am meteorologist Conrad Sapinski for News Watch 12.
Thanks, Conrad. In the early hours this morning, a snowmobiler struck a tree and died in Vilas County. Vilas County 911 Center received a call of a snowmobile accident in the town of Plum Lake at around 1 a.m. this morning. Officers at the scene identified the snowmobile had went off the marked trail on Plum Lake and struck a tree on the shoreline. Life-saving efforts were unsuccessful, and the driver was pronounced dead at the crash site. He was a 55-year-old male from Illinois. This comes after another deadly crash happened in Oneida County on Friday. The total snowmobile fatalities in Wisconsin has now reached 13 for the season, and that includes 6 in Vilas County and 3 in Oneida County. The Community Blood Center is asking all community members to donate blood in the coming weeks to help replenish their dangerously low blood supply right now. The recent snowstorm greatly impacted blood drives and blood centers from around the area. Several blood drives were canceled, and heavy snowfall made it difficult for blood donors to make it to the centers for their appointments. CBC supplies blood to more than 40 hospitals with the help of their volunteer blood donors. A Wisconsin 12-year-old is dead and another child is injured after a shooting at a birthday party over the weekend. Now the Milwaukee area community wants answers. Ellie Nakamoto-White reports.
I don't even know what could a 12-year-old possibly do to get killed.
The death of the young boy Saturday has many in the area reeling from the loss.
And it was just some kids celebrating a 17-year-old girl birthday party, which she really didn't get a chance to celebrate because she's probably devastated now, you know?
Damian Shabaz's niece and two grandsons were at the party. While officials haven't released exact details yet, he believes the dispute broke out over a pair of designer glasses.
It was supposed to have been a kid's party. And why would bring a gun to a kid's party?
According to Bug and Out owner Amy Thompson, there is a hall upstairs that she rents out for parties with no age limit.
The parents were here and her aunt. At the front door, they were frisking people, patting them down, making sure that nobody was coming in with anything. There was guidance up here.
You getting checked at the door, but it's also people sneaking other people in back doors or whatever.
Both say they're sending condolences to the victim's family and hope something changes before more kids get hurt.
I'm very sorry that this happened. I hope that they catch these kids. I don't know what's going on nowadays with kids that you can't throw a birthday party.
An investigation is ongoing into that incident. Some Wausau area parents and community members are pushing back against a plan to close some schools. Earlier this month, the Wausau School Board approved a plan to restructure grades 5 through 12, and that would include closing 5 elementary schools. Many community members spoke against the plan, and a petition currently circulating calls on the Wausau School Board to halt implementation of the district restructuring plan and hold an advisory referendum on the matter. In the first 72 hours of it being up, over 1,000 signatures have been collected so far on the change.org website to stop that restructuring plan. The school district of Three Lakes is looking to fill a vacancy on their school board. The board will appoint a qualified candidate for the remainder of the term. Applications can be found on the Three Lakes school website. They are due on March 14th. Interested persons must live in the district and must meet all other legal requirements for holding elected office. Interviews for the open position will be held at the regular board meeting on March 15th at 6 p.m. It's been more than 3 years since the first COVID-19 case in Wuhan, China, and still U.S. intelligence remains divided on its origins. A new low-confidence assessment from the Department of Energy found that the pandemic likely originated from a lab leak. In 2021, some intelligence agencies made a low-confidence assessment that the virus likely jumped from animals to humans naturally in the wild. The uncertainty is in large part because Beijing has not cooperated with efforts to investigate the matter. The U.S. ambassador to China says that would need to change if the two countries want stronger ties.
If we're going to do something to strengthen the World Health Organization, then we're going to have to push China to be more active in it and to, of course, be more honest about what happened 3 years ago in Wuhan with the origin of the COVID-19 crisis.
A low-confidence assessment generally means that the information obtained is not reliable enough or too fragmented to draw a conclusion. Meanwhile, China's foreign ministry has said it is highly unlikely COVID-19 came from a lab leak. The Taylor Shabusiness case has another turn in it. A Wisconsin judge is allowing that suspect's attorney to withdraw from the case after she attacked that attorney in court. At a February 14th hearing, after the judge ruled the trial would be delayed, Shabusiness attacked her defense attorney. The 25-year-old has pleaded not guilty by reason of mental disease in the killing of Shad Therion last year. Authorities say police found a severed head in a bucket of Shabusiness's home. Shabusiness's new public defender will be present for a Friday hearing. New ownership is likely coming to the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks co-owner Mark Lazary has agreed an agreement to sell his 25% portion of the Bucks to Cleveland Browns owners Jimmy and Dee Haslam for $875 million. The deal is still pending league approval, but if it were to go through, it would be the second highest valuation ever for an NBA team, only being surpassed by the $4 billion purchase of the Phoenix Suns that was completed earlier this month. Gaining access to healthy and affordable food is a challenge for a lot of people in the Northwoods. A local nonprofit, Feed Our Rural Kids, is hoping to make it easier for folks to stay fed. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul-Kawi joins us live in the studio to tell us more. Mohammed.
Well, Dan, one of their most recent campaigns is called Fork Endowment, and the goal is to raise $1 million by February 2025. The nonprofit recently reached the halfway mark and is already putting the program to good use.
We're very lucky to be in a community that has the ability to support nonprofit organizations like Fork in our long-term mission, like the endowment.
2 years ago, Fork came up with the goal to raise $1 million.
We expanded that mission to include providing financial support to all organizations whose mission it is, like Fork, to feed children within our area.
Recently, the nonprofit reached the halfway mark of $500,000. Perry Pokrant says because of the milestone, 1,000 more meals will be available at the Vilas Food Pantry.
We are going to be distributing 5 extra meals per child, per family during the month of March. The goal of that distribution from our endowment is to work with the pantry to attract and invite more families to partake in this kind of support.
Jackie Coughlin believes these meals will make a difference for families that need it.
For some of us, we think it's extra, but when we see the people who need it, it's a need. It's not something that's extra.
Without the help of the endowment fundraising, distributions like this wouldn't be possible.
Food Pantry does a great job doing all the things that a food pantry does, but it's not in the budget to do these kind of things, and that's what we're here for.
The endowment fund will provide long-term financial support to programs that directly help kids living in food insecure homes. This includes stocking pantries and giving meals to students for weekends. Dan?
Thanks, Mohammed. Another local nonprofit is boosting their spring programming. Coming up, we'll head to Eagle River, where Trees for Tomorrow has plans to educate more students this spring. That's after Weather with Jeff, right here on Newswatch 12.
You've got this. 10 days, 2 kids, and the open road. Tourist traps? Set. Souvenir allowances? Dispersed. Juice boxes? Abundant. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you, with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs. So when must-see attractions become must-pay with cash adventures, we've got you.
Mom, why is the front door open?
You've got this with Associated Bank.
Uh-oh, did your holiday hosting create a couple extra stains in your carpet? Or do you just need an update for your old flooring? Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and start your year off right with free carpet installation. That's right, free carpet installation. If money is a little tight, Carpet City Flooring Center can help make your project affordable with interest-free financing. Get your free carpet installation today.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
Dan Kelly won't keep our community safe. As a lawyer, Kelly defended child sex predators who posed as ministers in order to prey on vulnerable young girls. They lured young children to locations they believed to be safe, only to sexually assault and molest them. And Dan Kelly defended those monsters. Do you want someone like that on the Supreme Court? Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV, like Bronco, Explorer, or the new Escape. Get here to get a deal on the SUV's #1 in brand loyalty. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose Flex Buy on Escape, Edge, or Explorer with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus 1,000 Auto Show cash.
There you are. Well, if if you got up early, you saw just some cloud cover across the area this morning, but then the snow arrived, and heavy snow at that for a few hours, mixed precipitation across parts of central Wisconsin. But the snow is beginning to wind down now. Visibility is increasing across our region, and we are about to say goodbye to the system. But right now here in Park Falls, the damage is done, right? The roads are covered, the snow is still falling down, and we have a good 2 to 4 inch snowfall across our area today, with a couple of spots reporting closer to 6 inches from the snow just from today. Right now, though, it's 28 in Rhinelander, a light snow shower for you, an east-northeast breeze around 5, and a dew point there at 24. Over in Wausau, 32, even freezing under cloudy skies, so no snow there, with a northeast breeze around 7, and the pressure is now rising as low pressure is pulling away. And the low pressure is right about over here now, pulling that way. It'll take all of this snow with it tonight, and by tomorrow morning, just some flurries left over. We are in a good spot tonight, a good spot for us tomorrow, before a little bit of light snow gets back in the forecast for us tomorrow night into early parts of Wednesday. This looks like a 1 to 3 inch snowfall on the way again for us tomorrow night into Wednesday, but it could be a bit more than that in a couple spots across our region. But for now, this system for today, we're about done with this one, as it gave away to lots of snowfall across our area and also that freezing rain across central Wisconsin. Visibility is beginning to improve slowly as the system kind of pulls out of here. See you later. Behind it, though, the skies will decrease in cloud coverage overnight tonight, and we'll have not so low temperatures, too, pretty much hanging out in the 20s tonight. There will be a gust of wind that comes through this evening, though, and that could blow and drift the snow around. For the most part, though, this is a kind of a heavier snow across our region today, so it's hard to blow that stuff around, but you will get a couple areas of that tonight, and some drifting snow is definitely possible, with wind gusts near 25 miles per hour for a couple hours tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning, and then we are done with that before our next system gets in here later on tomorrow evening. For tonight, though, here we are. So right now, the snow showers are pulling out of here. See you later. Behind it will be a very nice day tomorrow, but cloudy. And then by tomorrow evening, here's 11 o'clock or so, light snow back off to the west of us. That will increase in coverage and intensity early parts of Wednesday and probably into Wednesday afternoon before that all pulls out of here as well. And there's some model guidance now suggesting more than a 1 to 3 inch snowfall. So for tonight, we're talking an additional ½ inch to an inch of snow. And then behind that, maybe a 1 to 3 inch, if not a couple inches more than that, across north central Wisconsin tomorrow night into early parts of Wednesday, with temperatures hanging out in the 20s. Going forward, though, 38 tomorrow. We're going to melt some snow before we cool off a bit Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Our forecast down for tonight, though, is snow showers early, decreasing clouds late, low temperatures down near 22 for tomorrow. Here we go. So partly cloudy skies. Nice, right? Low temp highs near 38. We're going to melt some snow on the roadways for sure tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows that snow chance for Tuesday night into Wednesday. We're quiet, though, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with plenty of sunshine. Dan?
Thanks, Jeff. Days are getting longer as we approach spring, and one local organization is taking advantage of that. They are adding springtime-themed classes to their sustainable living program. We're talking about Trees for Tomorrow in Eagle River, and they're inviting people of all ages to learn more about the world around you. Their sustainable living program is in its 3rd year. One of the most popular classes is bird watching, where people have the opportunity to learn bird identification from local expert Frank Schroyer. Beth Heft helps organize educational opportunities for Trees for Tomorrow, and she explains what people can expect from the class.
Different birds, the types of habitats they like to live in, and give a little lecture inside, and then we're going to head to the field, put Frank to the test, use our birding guides, some binoculars, and go see what types of birds we can find on the Franklin Lake Trail.
If bird watching doesn't interest you, but you have spring fever to get outdoors, a maple syrup class might be more appealing. Todd Starling will be there to take people through the process.
You will gain all the knowledge to go home and make your own maple syrup in your backyard, and as well take home a kit of 3 collection sacks to start collecting syrup at home.
And staying true to their name, Trees for Tomorrow has tree seedlings for sale as well. These seedlings come with instructions to plant your tree for people to enjoy tomorrow and the future. A list of all community educational opportunities is available on the Trees for Tomorrow website. A local specialty wrestling coach just coached his team to gold medals in Greece. Coming up after the break, our reporter Matt Weaver will talk to him about a successful run at the Pancration World Championship.
first ever Up North Community Expo will be held Thursday, March 2nd from 10 to 5 at the Hodag Dome in Rhinelander. Over 70 exhibitors from 7 counties will help you discover businesses, nonprofits, meet employers, and grow your network with free admission.
Now's the time to save on big projects. Hurry into Menards for 11% off everything. Get 11% off easy flooring updates for your home. Find your style and save 11% on Patriot Lighting. Transform your home with 11% off new Mastercraft doors. Or go even bigger and get 11% off a new kitchen. Don't miss out. There's no limit to what you can save with 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
For adventure, for climbing, for splashing, for towing, for premium, for capable. The GMC AT4 lineup, premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or get 2.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on turbo high output engine Sierra light duty models.
It's the All-Stars finale!
Any one of these hacks can win tonight.
You were the daughter of an Indian family, and you are a chef. Awesome. The restaurant burns down tonight. You have to save it.
I can't let this family fall apart. Quantum Leap, tonight on NBC.
The first ever Up North Community Expo will be held Thursday, March 2nd from 10 to 5 at the Hodag Dome in Rhinelander. Over 70 exhibitors from 7 counties will help you discover businesses, nonprofits, meet employers, and grow your network with free admission.
Over the past month, we've been following Team USA's journey at the Pancration World Championships. The sport combines both wrestling and boxing. This year's national championship team features 7 Northwoods residents, an event the team brought home 50 gold medals, 30 of those being gold. In fact, every single member of the team received a medal. I recently caught up with their head coach and Eagle River native. So we're joined here by Dave Sixel, head coach of Team USA at the Pancration World Championships. Pancration, of course, is a type of martial art. So, Dave, you're in Greece, the birthplace of the sport. Talk about how you guys did this week.
Oh, my gosh, Matt. Well, thank you. Hi to everybody back home. Yeah, I'm standing up on a roof overlooking the Parthenon with our trophy and just higher than life. Not a kite, just feeling great. We, our athletes just did phenomenal. I was hoping to bring back a gold, but 30 gold? It was just incredible.
That's awesome. And we're looking forward to celebrating with you guys when you get back. What has been,
we started already.
What has been the most exciting part of your journey so far?
To give the opportunity that I had, and to see the faces of these young competitors, that really achieved to become world champions. I'm not talking just, this is huge. In people's lives, you have a chance like that. Boy, we just took it and ran with it. For me, like I said, I'm still literally shaking here as a coach because the team just, like I said, just clicked. Our little Northwoods team are now world champions. So, we made a mark in history.
That's awesome. You being a Northwoods guy, what are you most excited to come back for?
A little town where? Where are we from? Northwoods where? People ask me, USA. Well, yes, but we're in USA, Wisconsin. And they're like, they look all dumbfounded. They're like, where's Wisconsin? We thought maybe California, it was something big, Nope. We're from a little town in the Northwoods, and man, did we make a mark.
There are never enough hours in the day. I'm always making trade-offs, sacrifices. But I'll keep going. Even when it feels like there's no way I can do it all, I won't give up. I'm doing this for me and for them. We're doing this together. North Central Technical College's virtual college. Flexible learning, because our time is precious.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences. Find new roads. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $1,250 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $3,250 total cash allowance.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Dan Kelly won't keep our community safe. As a lawyer, Kelly defended child sex predators who posed as ministers in order to prey on vulnerable young girls. They lured young children to locations they believed to be safe, only to sexually assault and molest them. And Dan Kelly defended those monsters. Do you want someone like that on the Supreme Court? Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
All right, we're back. We're joined by Matt Weaver. Matt, you had an interesting experience this weekend, is that right?
Yeah, I did. Both Conrad and I, our meteorologist Conrad Supinski, we were out on Washburn Lake, it was, playing some snowshoe baseball this weekend with the crew over at Hankelstown Pump. So it was a lot of fun. This is me up to bat, actually.
Oh, really? Show where you get a good hit.
Yeah,
I see how it is.
No, I was 2 for 3 in this game. I got a tying run. I got the tying run right there. I also brought in another tying run. Here's Conrad.
He did well, too.
Conrad whacked this one. Look at that. And then I'm actually on first base.
You run in those shoes.
That's me on first base.
Yeah, you look like you had some experience.
It was quite the experience for sure.
We don't look like that when we play in the
So, what do you mean by that lower? Who's the
so who's the GOAT? So the GOAT here, we're not talking Tom Brady. We're talking the worst player here. So I'm asking who was worse, me or Conrad? No, that was just a little snippet. So neither of us won the worst place award, which is a good thing. But I think I have to work on a lot of this this movement in the
Conrad,
future.
he ran fast. You see that?
Yeah, that was good.
I'm just choking over it.
Yeah, are you okay?
No, but
do you want me to do the weather at the end?
Okay, here we go.
Okay, you got it. Oh. Oh, you actually... Okay, well, it's snowing outside.
Yeah, okay,
it's going to be even more snow for you, Snowball.
Snow's winding down. Tomorrow night, some more snow's back in the forecast.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that'll be good. Maybe a 1 to 3 inch snowfall again tomorrow night, so here we go.
It keeps coming,
Nice
and it's
job,
going to
Matt
keep
and
getting
Conrad.
more difficult for people running in snowshoes out there.
Keep that going.